Hey everyone, Sean here with Inspired Notions, and today what I want to share with you is I can honestly say, the most incredible gifts that I've received in my life. And I'm so grateful for having this gift, and I know it can make an incredible difference in your life. And so that's what I want to share with you. And what this is, it's a course called Vipassana. And what that is a course on how to see things as they are. Okay? Now, it is a short version. I'll give you the short intro, is that it's a meditation course. But I don't want you to think of it as a meditation course at all. I want you to think of it as a happiness bootcamp course. Or you may want to label it as the willpower and self-discipline bootcamp course, or happiness bootcamp course, or peace of mind bootcamp course. Now, why do I say happiness, self-discipline, peace of mind? Because that's what the results you get when you finish this course. Why do I call it a boot camp? Because it's incredibly difficult. Now, I like to think of myself as a very strong person, and I like to think of myself that I've done a lot of heavy squatting, and I like to think I can put up with a lot of pain when I train. But when I took this course, it was the most incredibly painful and difficult course that I've done. And I don't want to turn you off by it, but on the other hand, it's been the most incredibly rewarding and transformative course that I've done. And why do I say that? It's because it completely has shifted how I see the world, how I relate to people, and with my career, with my purpose. And now, it is a meditation course, but there's a lot of confusion around this. I don't even like to call it a meditation course, because when you think of meditation, what do you think of? You're thinking about doing all this weird chanting, or becoming spiritual, or trying to discover God, and all this other stuff that you may not be interested about, right? And instead, I want you to think of it as a technique. Just like you go to the gym, you exercise, you train your body, and your body gets strong, and as a result of that, you become more confident, you become more strong, your body absorbs oxygen more, so your brain gets more oxygen. Just in the same way, you attend a course like this, the Happiness Bootcamp, or Vipassana as I like to call it, or Happiness Bootcamp I like to call it. You attend Vipassana and you train your mind, you train your focus, you train your concentration, you train how to manage your thinking, so it's not constantly running you. So you train how to accept your emotions. So right when you feel a certain emotion, you won't react to it. Right? That's what we do all day long. Me and you both, we react all day long. Something good happens, we get excited and we start reacting. Something bad happens, we freak out, go in the negative mood. All it takes sometimes is one text message of one negative thing to say about you, right? Let's say you like a girl and you've been going out for a few days and you get a text message from her, and she says something like, we're done, or I'm not going to be with you this weekend, I'm going out with my friends, or something like that. These are the things that used to put me in the trigger mode. That's why I'm sharing. But let's say you get that, and all of a sudden you get stuck inside your head for the next 8 hours, and all you can think about is, oh my God, is she gonna be with me? Am I gonna be with her? Is she like me? Screw her, I'm gonna go with someone else. Or it could be something else. You go to work, and at work your boss, I don't know, laid somebody off, and all you can think about is, if you're gonna get laid off, how are you gonna survive? And you get into this negative mode. Or somebody says something about you, or you read something about you, or even worse, like your relationship, someone cheats on you, and you go into this negative mode. So by doing this mind training course, what happens is that you become able to deal with these challenges that life is going to have, no matter what. You'll be able to deal with them with a clear mind. And you'll be able to deal with them incredibly powerfully, and you become so solid and rock, and nothing will shake you. Now, what do you learn in this course? Let me quickly tell you. You learn two skills. Just like you go to the gym and you learn how to exercise and you build your muscle, things like, you go to this course and you develop two skills. And the skills that you develop is, one is called mindfulness, and the other one is called equanimity. Now, mindfulness, what does it mean? It's the ability for you to focus. So right now you're focused on this video, right here, right? And then your cell phone rings, or you get a text message, or you may be already distracted because somebody sends you a Facebook message, and your attention is gone. But boom, I do this, and you come back, right? So you're back. Now this is coming back. Your ability to come back to the object that you're focusing on. Let's just take this video for example. Staying on this video without distraction. Staying on this, on my eyes. So you develop this capacity. So right now, let's say you can only look at my eyes for 10 seconds before you say screw this or something else gets your attention. But when you develop your concentration, you can actually focus on things much more longer. Just like an ADD medication. If you've ever taken Adderall or anything like that, as I have, you can actually notice that you take the pill and you're actually so much more focused on the most, sometimes things that used to bore you. So with this skill, you can actually focus a lot more. And the second thing that you develop is equanimity. And equanimity meaning, it's a very difficult word to understand. I used to try to have a hard time with it. But what that means basically is to not react. Non-reactiveness, complete acceptance of what is. So right now, you may have heard all this New Age stuff saying, first step of change is acceptance, or when something goes wrong, you need to first accept it and then change it, or you need to be in the present moment. All these other words, they don't mean anything until you live it, right? So you learn what that means to live in the present moment and not react when you develop your equanimity. That means something is going to happen in your life and you're not going to react to it. Or negative emotions that happen that used to make you really angry, frustrated. It won't make you as frustrated. You still get frustrated, but you won't be as much. There is a time for you to respond. I remember back in the day, a few years ago, I used to have this huge anger problem. And I would go raging. Like it's smallest thing could trigger me off, and next thing I know, I'm breathing heavy. I'm just like that. That's how bad it was. Now, I don't know if yours is that bad, but I remember I didn't have any time to even think to not react. There was no possibility of me even trying to be calm. There was no possibility. Something would piss me off, I would just snap. Now, taking it 10 years later, I'm so fortunate I've developed this capacity that things that used to freak me out at before, now what happens is I immediately become so aware of my body sensation automatically. I don't have to think about this. And I realize, okay, my body's reacting, and I actually can be with it. And I actually don't freak out as much. And years later, when I was feeling all those feelings, I would go to drugs, I would go to drinking, I would go to casual sex, I would go to all this other stuff, I would go to porn. But now I can actually watch these emotions, watch these sensations, and realize, okay, that's fine. There's a sensation here, it's not going to last. Or, I'll give you another example. There are days that I get up in the morning, especially when I was running my fitness business back in Vancouver. Not right now, it's so much nicer here. I don't have a lot of worries here, it's so much nicer. But I still have worries, but not as much. But I would get up in the morning with a huge panic attack or anxiety. Anxiety over money, how many clients am I going to have? I had 4 trainers and 15 clients, and everybody's messaging me, and I'm trying to fix the schedule, and I'm trying to be, if the clients don't get results, it's my fault. If I don't get enough clients, it's my fault. I had a lot of responsibility, and I was freaking out. But I would get up in the morning, and I would sit down, meditate, and I could be in the worst pain, and I could be in the worst state, and when my eyes would open from meditation, it was like a new person was born. New person was born. The anxieties, worries, fears were still there, but there was no problem. There was no problem. It's like, okay, there is anxiety, no problem. Moving on with our life. There is fear, no problem. Moving on with our life. There is tension, that's okay. So I want you to experience that. I want you to have this. This is a free course. I'm not getting anything for promoting this. It's a completely free course. You cannot even pay them, even if you want to, until you take the course. Why? Because they want you to take it with a pure heart, and they want you to be taking it as a way of donation by other people, because otherwise it wouldn't be a pure course. They call it wouldn't be the Dhamma. They say it wouldn't be pure. So the course is completely free for 10 days. Not only that, they feed you for 10 days. They give you a place to stay, incredible place to stay. And the food that they give you, you'd say, well, it's free. It's probably going to be crappy food. No. The food is amazing. But anyway, these are all just the side things. But I took this course 3 years ago, 2010, and honestly, it has completely shifted my life in incredible ways. So I just had to share this with you. If you're going through depression, if you're going through loneliness, or if you're actually not going through any of that, you're feeling great about your life, and you just want to challenge yourself to get to the next level. If you're stuck in your business and you want to get to the next level, if you want to have more peace in your life, if you want to just get to the next level, if you want to have a more meaningful life, you cannot afford not to take this course. Now, having said that, I'm not. You may also say, oh, this is another thing that may come up is you may say, well, you may have a faith, like a religious faith, like it's Christian, Buddhist, Muslim, whatever you are, Hindu, doesn't matter. This has nothing to do with religion, zero. This is a universal truth. This course is a universal truth. Just like, let me give you an example. Just like when like let's say a white person gets angry, or a black person gets angry, or a Hindu gets angry, or a Muslim gets angry, or a Christian gets angry, it's the same anger. So the cure is the same. Do you see? There is no specific, like they don't focus on any kind of religious thing. This is a universal truth. They even say you can actually have whatever religion you have, no problem. We're not trying to interfere. Good, have it, keep it. So this is almost like, to me, it's almost like you go to the gym and you learn how to exercise. You go to this course and you learn how to focus your mind and become more peaceful. So if you have any concern about your religion, it's no problem. Just take the course and you'll be thanking yourself after. So I hope you got this video useful, and I'm gonna go now and have a workout and enjoy my day. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.